We are here today with Eric Jenkins, the general manager of the Estancia La Jolla. And we are so lucky with HPN Global to be doing our very first inaugural All About You Adventure Wellness event for our top customers who have flown in all over the country to be here, and sponsors and hospitality partners have flown in all over the country to be with us. So thank you, Eric, for making time. I know you're a busy man running this beautiful hotel. So when I think of Estancia, I think of this just hidden gem in San Diego that a lot of people don't know about. So if you were to share a little bit about the hotel, and we'll talk about the reimagination in a minute, but just like, what do you want people to know, locals and people that don't know anything about Estancia?
I guess the first thing is I'd like more people to know. Yeah. But yes, this is, I would consider, an oasis, a retreat, and a great staycation. I think the coolest thing is walking around the property and realizing that you feel like you've been secluded from where we are, which is right across the street from a major university here in La Jolla, which is a pretty bustling, active place to land, but it's 10 acres of escape. And right now, all you can really hear is birds.
You know, I think that is amazing. I actually, this morning at 6 a.m., I took a walk and I walked outside and I was like, literally, UCSD is across the street, right? And it is busy Torrey Pines Road, but you would not know that being here. And I walked to the glider port, and I think a lot of people don't know, wow, I can just wake up in the morning and walk to a world famous glider port over the Pacific Ocean.
One block away.
Too, yeah.
It's a great place to watch sunsets, a great place to go in the mornings. Yeah, it's 10 acres of a lush garden paradise here.
Mm-hmm. I love it. Okay, I want to switch gears to the reimagination. So first of all, this is a renovation, right? But so tell me why I'm calling it reimagination. You taught me, you educated me to call it a reimagination. So tell us, what's the reimagination? How much did it cost? How long did it take? Just tell us all about it.
Well, thanks for letting me say reimagination.
Yeah, it's more fun.
A lot of times you just get new carpet and wallpaper and new chairs, and that's a renovation. But what we did here is we really wanted to tie into the equestrian roots of this property. So this used to be an equestrian training facility before it became a hotel.
Okay, I wondered, people were asking that yesterday, so that's good to know.
What's with the horses?
Yeah.
So the Blacks family owned this property for a very long time, and they were raising thoroughbreds here. We actually have 3 of the original buildings located here on property,
okay.
Which is very cool. But the designers really wanted that rich history to be tied in throughout the resort. And everything has a really residential feel to it.
Yeah.
But we've reimagined who we are, and I'm in love with the results.
Aww,
I hope you love them too.
I love them.
And I'm really excited to talk about it and show it off and let people enjoy and experience it.
Okay, can you share the dollar amount?
Sure can.
Okay, what was the investment?
Just a smidge over $26 million.
Oh, boy.
And we did quite a bit here. So we reimagined the lobby experience and pool experience, which were a big part of what we did. Mm-hmm. Each of our guest rooms was reimagined. They all have a residential feel with ties into that equestrian history, touches of leather, really great accent and detail throughout the property. And we did a lot of small touches. So all of our outdoor meeting space was turfed. They do a lot of weddings here, 50 to 80 weddings a year. Wow. And a lot of outdoor functions. So that was great for us to have, not putting new grass down every other day. Our main ballroom, the La Jolla Ballroom, was completely renovated. And now it's time to play because the renovation is done. The reimagination is complete.
I like when you say now it's time to play, but what I hear is now it's time to book. Like, you're like, Mandy, now it's time to bring all those meetings and event here, right? Okay, I have to tell you, my favorite part about the guest room is that little banquette. Do you call it a banquette? Am I calling it the right
That's
thing?
That's exactly right.
Was that something, because I don't remember that in the previous room product. So how did the decision to put that little nook in come into play? I think that was so cool.
So we used to have a desk, a sitting desk in the rooms, and that was great for group guests and business travelers, but didn't really serve much function for a leisure guest. So when we were reimagining the rooms with a more residential feel, we thought that that banquette was a great addition because you can pull out your laptop and it can be used as a workspace, or you could have a dinner there too. So It's one of my favorite things in the room too.
Yeah, and I like how long it is because I actually sat on one side with my laptop and all the plugs are there. And then on the other side, I actually kicked back and I had to do some reading and preparing. So I had all the space. I never have enough space at a workstation in a guest room. So that was super well thought
It's
out.
inviting. It lets you sit down and relax and enjoy your room instead of just laying in a bed.
Totally. Okay, another favorite feature, and I'm curious if this is by design. There are 2 fire features, one in the lobby and then one just outside the lobby in the courtyard. But it's a 2-way. So it's like, what do you call that? Is that 360? Do I walk around? It's like everywhere I look, there's a fire feature. How did that come into play?
The outdoor one is a double-sided fireplace. It's almost big enough to drive a car into.
It's
a huge
huge,
feature.
yes.
So what we were trying to do there is an event space right off the back of the lobby. And when you come into the lobby pre-renovation, you would be looking into an event space. So now we have the fire feature as the central point of vision as you're walking into the lobby, and you don't know what's going on the other side. But at the same time, if there is an event on the lawn just off the lobby, they get the enjoyment of that fireplace too.
Yeah, and the music too. I even noticed last night we were all in the bar. And then I walked outside to go to the restroom. I'm like, why aren't we outside? The fire pits were on, the music was mellow. It was just a great place to retreat. So I'm remembering that for tonight. I'm going to force everybody to go outside. Because just the little touches of the way the music hits.
I love that you said bar.
Yeah.
We didn't have a lobby bar before, so that's actually an addition to the property. And now the lobby building really feels like the heartbeat of activity in the hotel. So you noticed a lot of people were just kind of gathering in that space. Indoor or outdoor, and we really love the new cocktail experience that we have going on in the lobby bar. So I look forward to seeing you out there tonight.
Okay, wait. Tell me about the leather fruit. Is it the
Sure.
right? Is like I saw the bartender pulling up this dried fruit, and he said something about leather, and I made a mental note. I'm like, I have to ask Eric about this. What is that all about?
So we grow our own bar garnishes here on property. So Luis, our lead mixologist, he actually harvests blueberries, dehydrates them, and turns them into a blueberry leather coin. And that is painted with a little edible gold paint, and then it's a garnish on one of our drinks.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have to remember to get that drink.
All edible,
because that's
yes.
special. That's special. I want the blueberry coin.
Yeah, it's a play off of a paper airplane. So yeah.
I love that. Okay, another thing. Let's just talk about operations because
Sure.
I am amazed at the miracle that you pulled off yesterday. So you're sold out on Tuesday. We have 37 of our top customers, our top partners checking in on Wednesday. We have an event at 4, check-ins at 4, and we ask you to pull a rabbit out of the hat and say, can you just get all of us in and really quickly just figure that all out? Can you get all of us in and checked into our room so we can be ready to leave for the buses by 4? So I know that is not an easy feat to do. I know that your team was working really hard to get us in, and for me, it feels like such a well-oiled machine. How did you pull that off, number one? And like, what advice do you have for other operators, other general managers or leaders out there when they have a tight turn like that? Like, what advice do you have to inspire your staff to just get it done?
Well, thanks for the appreciation. That's if you're not in the industry, you don't always appreciate how much work goes into making experiences happen the way that they're supposed to happen. So I appreciate that. But I guess the first thing you need to have is the right amount of staffing. It definitely helps. And we have a team that's an all-in mentality here. So it's not uncommon to have a banquet team helping with a housekeeping flip or a rooms team helping with a event space flip for the banquet team. So sometimes you just all have to dig in and do it together. But there's also a science to everything that we do. So there's a lot of planning that happens to make sure that we can execute to your expectations. And I'm really happy that we did.
I'm so happy you did too. I was preparing people. I was like, we may not be able to get in. You can go to the spa. You can, but every single person got in. So
well, I hope
thank
they
you.
still get to go to the spa.
Well, today, this afternoon, everybody's going to the spa. So thank you for that. That was awesome. You just touched on your staffing. So the people make the place, right? Absolutely. Like this place is beautiful. I mean, look at, we're in this alcove with these pretty flowers above our head, and there's a wishing tree in the corner. Like, but it's the people that make the place. So what is your philosophy on inspiring people to work here, to stay here? Recruitment and retention is such a touchy subject in our industry right now. Like, how are you getting people to work here, and how are you getting people to stay here, be happy being here?
So there's three things that I'm responsible for. Obviously, the return on the investment in this property.
Yeah.
It's a for-profit business.
Yeah.
And then taking care of guests. Like everyone knows that those are the main pillars of hospitality. But really, the third thing that I'm charged with is making sure that we take care of team members. And that is so much more than just making sure that they have tools and equipment to do their job in proper training, but it's knowing who they are as people, as human beings, and understanding they have struggles and they have stories just like every one of our guests. So we have a lot of communication channels here so that I can stay in touch with our team and our leadership understands what their needs are. And we try to make work fun. That's the big thing in hospitality is, are you having fun? Because it's hard work. It can be long hours, and sometimes it's not the funnest work in the world. But if you love people and you love experiences, then it's a great place to be. But every one of the 250 team members that we have, those are people too, and they deserve to have good experiences. We have our 20th birthday party is coming up here.
Oh, fun. What are you going to do for it?
We're throwing a party for the team.
Awesome.
So we're going to do a lot of storytelling through pictures and through actual testimonials from our team members. We have almost 10. Just about to get to 10 team members that have been here since day one.
Awesome.
20-year team members. We have a bevy of 15 and 10-year team members that we're celebrating. So making sure that they know that their experiences and their stories matter just as much as our guests do.
That's amazing. I think helping people understand the origin story and really just connecting to that history. I remember when I opened the Hard Rock Hotel, that was a really cool hotel, but the dirt that it was on was so historical. And I don't think if they wouldn't have told me that, I don't know if I would have connected to it as much. And I was really proud to sell it. So I love that you're sharing that with your team. Okay, I have one last question and then one final exercise. Okay, last question. You know, we tapped you. You were HPN's first choice to do this for our customers. And we tapped you because you are a great partner, but you are a hidden gem and not a lot of people know about the property. Hopefully after today, at least all of our customers will know about it, right? Yes. But for other hotel operators that are out there that are considering hosting an event like this, not just for HPN, but just for customers in general, and I know so much goes into it, like what advice do you have for them? Because you guys are nailing it. I mean, we've been here a little over 24 hours and it's been flawless so far. So what advice do you have for your partners in crime out in the industry, maybe some of your competitors who might be tapped to do the same thing?
So I'll say two things. One is that relationships matter. Where relationships matter, we're in a business of crafting relationships, and especially in a community like San Diego, they're very important because a lot of other markets you travel around, go to city, but a lot of people just wind up staying in San Diego. And so those relationships are important, and you're important to us. And the second thing is the exposure. Like, you can't beat it. So these are industry professionals, and getting our hotel's name into their vernacular is important to me. And we like showing off. We like having you here and you being very happy and saying what a great experience this was, because you have a reach. And that reach is important, and we're happy to host you.
We love being here, and we're happy to be here. And you've done a great job. It's not just, hey, we're opening our hotel to you. It's like all of the little touches that have been taken care of along the way. We see all of that. Okay, last thing. I've got some flash fire.
Oh, boy.
This is really quick. First answer that comes to mind. Ready? Okay. Your favorite drink you like to have on property?
Ooh, Estancia Love at the lobby bar.
Ooh, what's Estancia Love?
It is a Scotch-based drink, but it has a honeycomb that we make here on property from the honey from our apiary.
Oh.
So I'm partial to that.
Estancia Love.
Yes.
Okay. Favorite hiding spot? And I know you have one. Like, where do you hide? And I don't know, I can't see out of my corner of my eye if there's any, oh, no, we don't have any staff looking at us. Okay. Where's your hiding spot?
This is actually a good one, but my favorite hiding spot is there's a little bench located in the butterfly garden at the entrance to the hotel.
Okay.
Not a lot of people know about it because it's tucked into a corner.
Okay.
So sometimes I actually post pictures to my Instagram account from that bench.
Okay.
And then people know, like, oh, Eric's hiding.
He's in his hiding spot. I love that. I might get involved with that butterfly bench tomorrow morning. I like little hiding spots. Okay, favorite menu item, food.
Favorite food menu item is the birria tacos at Mustangs and Burros.
I haven't had those yet. I might have to have those. Okay.
Highly recommend.
Birria tacos. I'm marking the moment here. Okay, last question. Your favorite moment since you've been here? And how long have you been general manager here?
Almost 4 years.
Okay. Favorite moment? It doesn't have to be favorite. Maybe the first moment that comes to mind when I ask, like, what's a highlight for you?
So my favorite moment is when we started the wishing tree right behind me.
I love the wishing tree.
It was during the pandemic. We were all messed up. There was only like 50 of us working here, and the hotel was pretty busy. We never closed here. And the wishing tree was our opportunity for us to communicate with each other and communicate with our guests. Yeah. And so hanging the first wishes with the team that was here on that tree was pretty special.
It's so special. And I'm guessing when we do the site inspection, it's just a guess, we'll probably make some wishes, yes or no?
I'm not going to reveal anything.
Okay, you'd have to kill me. Okay, all right, that's cool. Thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
And thanks for your time and your team and your talent. This has been awesome, and I know we're just getting started, but it's been so awesome so far.
You're going to have a great event, and we're so happy that you're here.
Thank you. So everybody, this is, again, Eric Jenkins, General Manager of Estancia La Jolla. If you don't know this hotel, you have to check it out, even if you come for the birria tacos. If you're a meeting planner and you're somewhere across the world, it is worth investigating, doing a meeting here. I'm happy to help you. HPN's happy to help you. And we're just so grateful that you're here with us today, and we're grateful to be at Estancia La Jolla. Thank you.